Have you ever looked at your LinkedIn ads bill and just felt that sinking feeling in your stomach? You know, you're spending a ton of money, but those sales-worthy leads, they're just not coming through. It's a classic nightmare for any B2B marketer. But what if I told you there was a way to attract your absolute dream clients on LinkedIn for just a fraction of the cost? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
So let's just start with the hard truth, okay? LinkedIn ads are expensive. I mean, really expensive. This is not Facebook. It's not Google. You can't just cast this giant wide net and hope for the best. Honestly, treating LinkedIn like any other platform is the fastest way to just light your marketing budget on fire with almost nothing to show for it.
And look, this slide really puts the cost into perspective. On a platform like Meta, you might pay, $5 to $15 to reach 1,000 people? On LinkedIn, you are starting at $20 and can easily hit $90 or more for that exact same reach. So when every single impression costs you that much, a broad spray and pray approach isn't just inefficient, it's a recipe for financial disaster.
So, if we can't afford to reach everyone, what's the alternative? We need a complete shift in our thinking, a radical shift. Instead of trying to boil the ocean, we are going to embrace a philosophy I call burn the pond. It is all about focus, precision, and getting the maximum impact for the minimum spend.
And this right here, this is the strategy in a nutshell. Forget about the massive ocean of irrelevant prospects. Your goal on LinkedIn is to burn the pond. What does that mean? It means you identify a small, super specific group of your absolute dream clients, and you focus your entire budget just on them. See, LinkedIn's superpower isn't its reach. It's the insane granularity of its professional data. That's the pond we're targeting.
This quote gets right to the heart of this entire philosophy. Your targeting should be so perfect, so spot on, that just getting your brand in front of these specific people is a win in itself. Just think about that for a second. If simply being seen by your dream list of VPs at your top 50 target companies is valuable, you've already nailed the targeting. Only then do you start to worry about optimizing the ad and the offer.
All right, enough theory. Let's get practical. How do you actually build a campaign around this burn the pond idea? Let's walk through a lean, mean, step-by-step playbook that just flat out works.
Okay, these are your 4 pillars for a lean campaign. First, choose cheaper objectives like website visits instead of jumping straight to lead generation. Why? Because LinkedIn charges a massive premium for those conversion-focused campaigns. We can warm up our audience first for way less money. Second, hyper-target. Combine job titles, company lists, seniority, get your audience size way down, well under 250,000. Third, leverage your warm audiences. Retargeting people who already know you is the highest ROI you will ever get. Period. And finally, number 4, optimize your landing page. Every single click is expensive, so you have to make sure the destination is simple, clear, and delivers exactly on the ad's promise.
Now, for a tactic that is an absolute game changer, thought leader ads. Instead of running a sterile, boring ad from your company page, you promote a valuable, organic post from a key person at your company, like your CEO or head of product. And it works because people connect with people, not with logos. These ads feel native, they feel real, and they drive massive engagement, which the LinkedIn algorithm rewards with lower costs. It's a win-win.
Let's make this real with a quick case study. Imagine a B2B SaaS startup, and their dream clients are VPs of marketing at the top 500 cybersecurity firms. Now, instead of targeting every marketer under the sun, they decided to burn the pond. And how small was their pond? Get this, just 12,000 people. That is it. They uploaded their target account list and then layered on that specific job title, VP of Marketing. This is hyper-targeting in action. It's precise, it's focused, and it is ultra-efficient.
So, what were the results of this super-focused approach? On a tiny budget of just $50 a day, they ran a thought leader ad from their CEO, sharing some interesting take on a new cybersecurity trend. Then, they simply retargeted anyone who engaged with that post with a direct demo offer. The outcome? 5 highly qualified demos in the first month. And these weren't random leads. These were actual sales conversations with their absolute ideal customers.
Now, before you run off and build your campaign, I have to warn you about 2 really common budget traps. These are default settings inside LinkedIn that can completely sabotage your burn the pond strategy if you don't turn them off.
Here they are. First, you have to uncheck audience expansion. Leaving this on gives LinkedIn permission to show your ads to people outside of your carefully built pond, which completely defeats the whole purpose.
Second, uncheck the LinkedIn Audience Network. This keeps your ads on LinkedIn itself, not on some random network of third-party sites and apps where you have zero control or visibility. Turn them both off. Seriously.
So how should you actually allocate your limited budget? Here's a smart model for small teams. As you can see, the biggest slice, 50%, goes to retargeting your warm audiences. These are your highest converting prospects, your lowest hanging fruit. Next, use about 30% for prospecting to keep filling that pond with new, relevant people. And finally, dedicate that last 20% to testing new creative and new offers. This keeps your campaigns fresh and always optimizing.
Finally, let's talk about measurement. In B2B, sales cycles are long. You can't just judge a campaign by the number of demo requests it got in week 1. It just doesn't work that way. You need to look for earlier, smarter signals.
This is all about understanding the difference between lagging and leading metrics. Lagging metrics, like your cost per lead, those are the final result, but they take a long time to show up. Leading metrics, on the other hand, are the early signals that tell you if you're on the right track. Are people clicking through at a high rate? Are they spending more than a minute on your landing page? These engagement signals are your best indicator of lead quality long before a form ever gets filled out.
So, let's just do a quick recap of the entire strategy. Number 1, burn the pond, don't boil the ocean. Focus is everything. 2, target a tiny, hyper-specific audience of your dream clients. 3, use thought leader ads so you can feel human and drive real engagement. And 4, measure the right things. Focus on those early engagement signals, not just the final conversion count.
So I'll leave you with this one question. What is the smallest, most valuable pond you could target for your business? Who are those 50 or 100 dream clients that could truly change your company's trajectory? If this breakdown was helpful, do me a favor and subscribe for more B2B marketing strategies. And let me know down in the comments, what's the first pond you're going to target? Thanks for watching.